Okay, hello everybody, welcome. Das Video ist heute auf Englisch, aber wenn du möchtest, kannst du auf Untertitel klicken und auf Übersetzung und dann solltest du ungefähr eine gute Übersetzung bekommen. So, thank you so much for showing up, and before I introduce our special guest here, I want to say thank you for this extraordinary gift that Helena made me a few days ago. Actually, I don't have Helena's number or email address, so this is my way of saying thank you. It's a beautiful stone with a heart, and in the back it says, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life." And just thank you so much. It's in our kitchen, and I see it every day when I do my coffee. And here we have Anna. Anna is traveling for almost a year together with Ken to share the message of A Course in Miracles, and not just sharing the message, but demonstrating that the message is something that is meant to be lived, and those guys are living it. And it's a clear demonstration, and they share beautiful stories. We just had a beautiful meeting in a group on Zoom, and it's just so great to see how it opens up the mind. And I'm happy that you're here, Anna, to share with us lesson 329 from the workbook of A Course in Miracles. And
thank you.
Yeah, and somehow, you know, you share that everything is working for our good. And that everything seems to be geared towards us remembering that what I will, what he wills for us, that I have already chosen that I am already the thing that I'm looking for. Something like this. Does it somehow resonate with you, somehow, the idea?
Yeah. It's like our will is already like one with God. That is really like all that we're experiencing in a way. Yeah, it's like that desire for union is so strong that nothing can be interposed in that. Like it is inevitable, really. And it's just aligning ourselves with His will. It's a constant stepping back. I don't know the way, but you know the way. I don't know what's best for me. I don't know my own best interest, but you do. So it's really opening to that.
Yes. And I can really feel that in like being in the presence with you, because I get a clearer reflection of my own mind. And it allows me to, it feels like an update actually, or that's the closest thing that I can use, or maybe joining of minds. And easy, you know, it's so easy to join and to discover once again the joy, and just to reflect for myself what I can individually learn right now in terms of expansion, in terms of letting go, in terms of being more honest with myself, in terms of allowing Him more, to hear Him clearer, to hear His voice clearer. And honestly, I think this is the only gift we can be for one another, to share the miracle and to see what it wants to show us presently.
Yeah, it's like there's always a gift for us waiting right now. Like our prayers are answered. You know, that was the lesson 2 days ago. Like what I ask is what will be given to me. And knowing that on every single prayer, the deepest prayer of our heart is always being answered. That is very comforting and very beautiful.
Yes. And kind of allows me to really come with open hands, like with empty hands, that I don't need to bring any preparation at all, actually, but just to explore in a very, maybe even adventurous or brave or maybe childlike manner, that there is nothing that I can add to this moment, but that everything is already here, and that my sweet surrender, not like the catastrophic surrender, like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this, but I don't know how to solve my problem, but in the terms of, hey, this is great, I can use this instant to experience something I have never ever experienced before. And of course there's like, like a moment of hesitation, because we're not used, as a human being, I'm not used to experience something I've never experienced before. But who I am in truth, as the Son of God, as Spirit, or however whatever words you use for it, this is the desire you talk about, the desire for union and communication, communion.
Yeah, the holy instant is what you're talking about. Yeah, that holy instant when all the judgments about this moment are suspended. And I just love how Jesus says in the Course that you don't need to prepare for it, you don't need to have only pure thoughts in your mind for it, but only a willingness to ask for it. And that is the correction that will come to help us align again, to really receive what is being given to us in that moment. And I just also love how he says, your contribution is so small, it's completely disproportionate to what you think you bring. And I just really feel it's like a lot of humbleness, because this little self has actually nothing to offer. And while we're identifying with it, it's only a purification to really detach from it. We're letting go of this identification so that we can really experience our true union with God. But before that, we're like constantly asking for help to be shown. Help me to see with your eyes. Help me to see it all the way you see it, because my perception is so distorted.
And there was yesterday's lesson, 328, I want to choose the second place to gain the first, because as long as I don't listen to his voice, I see everything distorted. And my mind needs to be corrected in that way. You just quoted something from the text, and I think it's a sentence that goes along with that paragraph. And Jesus says, you see it as personal offense, that you that you can't add more to your little willingness. Like, just bring that, and
you will be given everything.
And you'll be given everything. So it's amazing. It's amazing that this works without me understanding how, but just following a present invitation to join in this moment, and to be excited about the fact that there's nothing I can add to this. I just show up, and my prayer is, Father, help me that I'm not arranging this instant in a way that I think is best. So this is really a prayer, because I see that this is all I learned as a human being, to control this, to distort this, to make something out of it. But this is something that I taught myself. But now I need to learn something that I'm learning with him. That I learn not to interfere. And I myself, I don't know how to do that, but I can join him in his lesson.
It's a constant stepping back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jesus has been working with that with me for many years.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I would start getting into this frantic energy, he would just remind me, step back and let me lead the way.
Mm-hmm.
And in those moments, as you're saying, of surrender, I could see the miracles happening in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But it really requires, you know, that desire to step
Mm-hmm.
back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now as you say that, of course I'm thinking about my daily life, which is basically defined by being frantic, or like running a household with 2 kids and things to do. But in my heart and in my mind, I know for certain that there's no order of hierarchy or in difficulties with miracles, and that even the small things, like that, even the day-to-day things can't be an exception to the domain of miracles. And I can see now in my mind that I myself introduce exceptions and see it as kind of normal to do that, to do just that, because everybody's doing that, right? It's just normal day-to-day things. But really my deep desire to hear his voice in all things is what I deny in these moments. Because there's another way, there must be another way, and just letting all of this be subject to miracles, and to claim that for myself is something that is a new decision for me, is a complete new decision for me. Not running with the old. Mm-hmm. Thank you for this gift.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like this training that we're going through to learn more and more to be dependent. You know, it's like we have to come to that state where we're like little children.
Mm-hmm.
Not wanting to do anything, you know, even in the regular household. As you say, there are so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, days are filled with so many things. But in each thing, you can be with the Spirit. You can be with God. You are not meant to do it all alone, because then you get just trapped in the common things and you feel so unfulfilled.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
And once you join, you know, even the most trivial task as washing the dishes,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes an opportunity to just feel His presence.
Mm-hmm.
And that is available all day, every moment
Mm-hmm.
of the day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who's just trying to continue to remember and remember and remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And this is like, you know, we talk about devotion and commitment and devotion, but somehow this is something that, even though it requires effort, also somehow develops naturally, because there's this natural pull from or attraction from love to love, and I feel in a more sensitive way when I'm blocking that. You know, maybe a few years ago it needed a real drama for me to realize that something needs to change within me, that I need to forgive, that I need to kind of look at things. But now it doesn't say I'm not experiencing drama anymore, but in my own mind. But it becomes more of a sensitive journey, that I can come to that point faster when there's no real drama happening, but I feel when I'm not in the joy or in the joining with whoever is present, and can decide anew faster. And I don't know if it's true, but someone said me the difference between someone who's just starting off on this path and someone who's an advanced teacher is basically the advanced teacher asks for help faster.
Realizes that they have nothing to really bring, and then
right.
they really get out of the way.
Right.
That's my desire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's this beautiful prayer that says that when they see me, they see only you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Right.
it's this long, beautiful prayer.
Right.
But it's, yeah, like almost like you dissolving and just letting the light of God just shine through you, speak through you, move through you.
Mm-hmm.
That is our greatest desire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And we would like to share the lesson 329 with you. If you will. Do you want to share the prayer part and I read the last bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Lesson 329. I have already chosen what you will. Father, I thought I wandered from your will, defied it, broke its laws, and interposed a second will more powerful than yours. Yet what I am in truth is but your will, extended and extending. This am I, and this will never change. As you are one, so am I one with you. And this I chose in my creation, where my will became forever one with yours. That choice was made for all eternity. It cannot change and be in opposition to itself. Father, my will is yours, and I am safe, untroubled and serene, in endless joy, because it is your will that it be so.
Today we will accept our union with each other and our source. We have no will apart from His, and all of us are one because His will is shared by all of us. Through it we recognize that we are one. Through it we find our way at last to God. Thank you guys. And if you should be watching or listening to this on the 25th of November or 26th of November 2022, please be invited to a gathering with Anna and Ken, Friday at 8 p.m. Berlin time and Saturday 10 p.m. Berlin time.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
And you'll find the link in the description. Alright, we love you. Thank you so much. And thank you for the light and the love. Wow.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. Thank you.
Blessings.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Anna, for being with us.
Thank you.